Welcome to the GrapeSEED Official Podcast. The cherry blossoms are finally out in northern Japan, so it is a good time to recap our episodes over the winter. If you are a new GrapeSEED teacher just starting out your journey and are tuning in, welcome to our international family. This podcast will help let you know what kind of content you can expect from this weekly podcast. If you're a longtime listener, maybe you missed an episode or two as you wrapped up your school year. As always, we will give you some clips of what you've missed. The last recap was episode 163, so this will cover 164 to 175. We start with the mini-series we did to help announce and explain some of the new features and changes coming to GrapeSEED, called Next Gen. Between 164 and 167, we covered several topics: Talk Time, GrapeSEED Baby, GrapeSEED Connect, and Little Seed version 2. We will have one more of these episodes as we get closer to the summer, but no spoilers yet on what the topic will be. Talk Time is an exciting new addition to students' RAP, where they will have the opportunity during their normal RAP playlists to have a real conversation with Johnny Bear. Johnny will start the conversation, ask questions, listen to the responses, and follow up or continue on with the conversation. All very exciting stuff. GrapeSEED Baby is an exciting new offering for, well, babies. It is a standalone program, so students do not have to continue on to Little Seed and later GrapeSEED, although there are several recurring characters and similar high-quality artwork and illustrations that children will notice across all three. GrapeSEED Baby is also not offered through schools, meaning it is available for purchase by anyone. Parents, caregivers, and daycares can also buy their own sets. Finally, GrapeSEED Connect is a new and improved platform replacing the lesson viewer put out during COVID. There's a lot more integration of GrapeSEED resources and materials, as well as a lot more functionality built in, all with the goal of helping support GrapeSEED teachers who continue to teach classes remotely. I'll share a couple clips from these episodes. The first is from 164 on Talk Time, and the second is from 166 on GrapeSEED Connect. You'll get to hear Jake and Paula respectively, two throwback guests going all the way back to our original Open the Box pods. Excellent. When you were developing Talk Time, well, you and your team, obviously, it wasn't just you doing it by yourself. What was a main goal or target for that development?
Well, you may have noticed there's a theme in my answers so far, and that is that in the GrapeSEED classroom, students get opportunities to talk and practice their language skills with each other. And we know that as they do so, they become more confident in using English. However, when students go home, they often don't have anyone to practice communicating with in English. So our vision was to allow students to have that opportunity to practice anytime, anywhere. So I would say that was our main goal, our target for developing Talk Time.
Excellent. You touched on this in the very first question, but who will get to use Talk Time and how will students access it?
Yeah, so students are the target there to practice anytime, anywhere. So they will be learning at home using the student app. And when they go into their playlists, they'll get to experience Talk Time. And so with Talk Time version 1, the conversations are integrated into 2 of the playlists for that respective unit. So if they're in unit 11, within those playlists, 2 of those playlists that they'll do throughout the unit will have a Talk Time activity inside of it. And basically, once they've encountered the conversation in the playlist, there will be a Johnny Bear icon next to the playlist icon up at the top in the app. And that will appear once they've done the conversation in the actual playlist. So once they've done that, they can actually click on the Johnny Bear icon and they'll be able to just go straight to the conversation. So they won't have to go through the playlist again in order to do the conversation again. They can just click on the icon and then do it. And they can do each conversation up to 5 times. So once they've done it the 5 times, that icon will go away. And so in Talk Time version 1, again, as I said before, the conversations will be in the playlist, and there will be 2 conversations per unit. And this accounts for units 6 to 40.
Perfect. What are some of the major features of GrapeSEED Connect?
Oh, this is exciting. I like to talk about this kind of stuff. So first of all, as a former teacher, one of my favorite features is we have online teaching instructions that go with each component. So in the past, when we teach, it's like, or in person when we teach, we have to look at our lesson plan. But online on GrapeSEED Connect, everything is already there. So the questions you would ask, sample answers are there, and activity ideas are already there. So you can just scroll down. You can actually pin your teaching instructions if you want to leave them up there so you know which questions you want to ask. So that's one of my favorite features with GrapeSEED Connect. One of the other things that's kind of cool is we have a zoom in and zoom out feature. So when you want to zoom in on your curriculum or a component, you can just click the plus arrow and you can actually make it bigger for the students to see some of those small details in the artwork that are really important. And then we also have stickers. And so this is really fun because we've embedded stickers so that kids interact, like they're engaged with you during class. So as a teacher, when I notice my students listening and doing a good job and participating, I can actually give them stickers. And so they get this little sound effect and like a little icon appears and it goes on their name. And it's actually really exciting for them. And then another one that's really big and completely new is we have one-on-one mode, which is where a teacher can actually click on a student's name and they're redirected into a private meeting room. So this is where the whole class can't see what the teacher's talking to with this one student, which is why it's called one-on-one. So if the teacher needs to help one student with reading or writing or a question, they can go into that one-on-one room, talk with that student, and then they can come back to the classroom.
Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I'm sad to say goodbye. It was a good day, but now I will say goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.